Bugeye guys. Today we're talking about brake hoses. This happens to be an automatic Bugeye with a GM 4-cylinder engine installed with an automatic transmission, but the front suspension is exactly identical to any other Bugeye that has disc brakes. And whether it's drum or disc brakes, my point in this video is about these hoses, because once again we're having trouble with hoses that are coming in cracked and vulnerable to failure. This one says 923, so it's a recent hose. And what I want to show you in another minute here in this video is the cracked hoses that came off of one of the cars recently. And you want to be checking your hoses. A good way to think about it is you should have this color. This is an upgraded master cylinder, a single setup because it's an automatic. A later master from a later Sprite with a single pedal, no clutch, because it's an automatic transmission. But you'll notice in this cylinder how golden the fluid is, and that's the color of fresh fluid, which is what we put into this car. Now you have a vent in these caps, either this cap or the tandem master that's in Bugeyes, MGAs, etc. The venting allows moisture into this reservoir, and you know that brake fluid absorbs moisture pretty effectively. So when you have an open to the atmosphere, this is basically just like a cup of fluid sitting on the kitchen counter, soaking up moisture. So as the color changes here, you want to drain this, purge it from your system so that your calipers and your wheel cylinders don't get the corrosion from the moisture. And that's a really good time. Check the dates on those brake lines, the rubber lines, and change them if necessary. And I'll show you why. And here is some brake line action that was amazing to see. Look at those cracks. And you know, you have this nice metal reinforcement around here, but you can see just how horrifically this hose is cracked. And once this fails, you lose your brakes. So both of these were way past their prime. Look at those. Just a completely useless brake line. And in the same day, believe it or not, on a different car where this is a drum brake, third line in the back, we actually were bleeding the brakes, and this union failed where it's swaged on here. It actually was wet before we wiped it off and cleaned up, but this hose failed as well, just under some pressure over a lot of years. And this, couldn't quite read the date stamp on this one. There is a date stamp on all these hoses, but if they look old, it's inexpensive insurance and they're easy to change. We have them all in stock in our parts catalog. These are the disc brake type, but the drum brake front hoses are also available. They have a threaded end on both sides. We have them in our parts catalog. Thanks for watching from Bugeye guys.